Owns a restaurant. Owns a restaurant. All right, here we go. I had to hit it again. Owns a restaurant. I've never talked to this guy. I've always liked this guy. He's very funny. He brings a different skew, a different perspective. He's up here right now. What's up, Matt?
Hey, I just wanted to understand what the red toad thing is. Everyone talks about it, but I missed that chapter.
Okay, so the red
Oh,
toe,
correct.
Michael Conger used to be a back page guy. And I know a lot of you people that know Backpage. It's a part of the internet where people would sell sex for money. And a lot of you are like, what? Backpage guy? That's not a thing. There's Backpage women. No, he was a Backpage guy in terms of he was a male prostitute. And he used to send out dick pics and post videos and post his phone number. And he saw me one day and he was like, I want to be this guy. I'm his biggest fan. You see it as a 9 inch cock. But it doesn't matter if it's 12 inches. If it fits through a Cheerio, you're still not doing much, bud. And he's like, I want to be this guy. I don't know what's going on. How can I be his pants? How can I get in his pants? And I was married at the time. It's a contractual wedding. It's all cool. We owned a business together. So he convinced a woman to come meet him, and he sent her a jerk off video. Didn't he meet John on there? And that's how he found out about Periscope. That's what I don't know which John. Super. Talking about John Burkell. So he wanted to be inside. Yeah, he wanted to be inside me. Conger thrives on this chaos and mess. He invites it, enjoys it all. Pretty disturbing. It is disturbing, especially whenever he's so focused on little children that he knows where they go to school at. This isn't the first time it's happened. Meg Loves or something, she was trying to adopt a child. And he said, I want to fuck you or I'm not giving you money. Yeah, so it's when he met Victoria. Zoe actually knew me whenever I was with Victoria. She can answer questions about how close I was to her or anything else. I've always told the truth about that. Conger thrives in this chaos. I heard that. About that. I'm not impressed by that. Why would all of you women listen? I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I understand that women are completely insane. They thrive on drama, but there's another side to it, and it's called the gay side. Women walk down the street and they get harassed by men. They get catcalled. They get. Do you know what it's like as a man? Do you know what it's like to be a woman that has to walk down the street and everybody you see wants to be inside of you? Wants to be so inside of you that they're part of you? Pretty damn intimidating. Only thing I can compare it to is back in the day, whenever men were like, "You're a gay guy. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be dressing in the same room with you because you want to fuck me." That's how women feel. Women are beautiful. They're a work of art. Even Seinfeld framed all of this and said, yeah, and he did like this episode that the woman walked around naked. She's a work of art. She's beautiful. She's gracious. She flows. But then when he got naked, it just didn't work out. Men are not like that. We're rough. We're tumble. We're protectors. We're leaders. Women can be leaders too, but they're still a work of art. There's Ricky Long Island. He knows what it's like for men to want to be inside of him because he's been inside multiple men. He gets it. He's like, oh, we're talking about being inside of men. I'm coming in. I want to talk about it. But in terms of conger, no one should ever want to be inside a child. No one should ever want to be inside of a child's life that's not theirs. No one should ever seek out children's information. I'm 100% anti-pedophile. I'm 100% anti-sexualizing of children. I'm 100% anti looking up children's information. That's what we have. We have Michael Allen Conger of Cuba, Kansas, that owns a restaurant, who's done jerk off videos and sent them to multiple people, who has cursed at women saying, shut up, bitch, and all these other things, that has done so many disgusting things. Listen, Mock and I don't get along. This is my part about Jennifer. Her and I don't get along. I appreciate her opinion. She has a lot of wise comments. There's a difference between being knowledgeable and wise. Wise is the application of your knowledge within your life and your experiences. Being knowledgeable is like being book smarts or versus street smarts. Mock has a lot of street smarts. She's also very dumb, but she has a lot of street smarts. And she called it up. Her and I don't get along. I don't like Mock because she's overbearing. But the simple fact that he called a woman, you fat hoe, and you fat bitch, and I know about your children and your grandchildren. I know about this in your life. I know about that in your life. You needed to step down because you can't fight me. It's pretty much saying, hey, I'm willing to go way further than you are because I have no limits. What's up, Mitch? What's I going to look up on my computer? So whenever I talk about Michael and I tell you guys these certain things, she's right. I don't like Mock, but I will agree with her. Her morality aligns with mine. It aligns with every one of yours. Do not sexualize children. A lot of people in here don't know the past. Yeah, they don't. And I've explained this. I have to take a step back a lot because I speak the truth about other people. I say let it happen because if you leave people to their own devices, they will. I will do that tonight, Mitch, I promise. I leave people to their own devices because I know they will eat each other alive. I'm going to give you a perfect example. John Burkell. How many of you people know that I lie about things, but you hear things, and please bring them up. I can fizz them all out right now. Do you say her morality aligns with, yeah, on a deep level, me and Mock actually agree on a lot of things. I'm actually really excited about Joe Biden becoming president. There's a lot of reasons why. I think that Trump is a dick. He is. He lies about things. He does lie, but he lies about stupid things. When I walk into a room, people just love me and they just want me to grab them by the pussy. And that's not actually true because we've seen that. He's walking to a room of reporters, and that's not actually true. He is his own worst enemy. I like Johnny, but I don't understand why you guys dislike each other. I don't dislike Johnny. I've always stated my piece. I've always told you the truth, Plutonium. I think that Johnny is a bitch. I'm going to show you. Fuck's sake, I have to do this. What's up, my G? People actually say I'm racist. I've been friends with this guy longer than any of you have ever known. My G, I'm not even going to tell you who he is. I will tell you he's a 6'5" black guy. 6'5"
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
6'5" only means that I trust him because he's above 5'8". Al Nation is 5'6". I don't trust him. A lot of you women know what I'm saying. You don't trust small guys. I don't either. I agree with you. Don't worry about it. It's good. Oh, fuck's sake. 5'5". Al says he's 5'5". Proves my point. Thanks, Al. Like, Al's honest, though. That's why I like Al. Al will talk shit about me, and I cannot deny it. That's his truth. That's the way he sees it. But whenever I talk about conger and Johnny, yeah, Dr. Bud died a while ago. He's already like worms have more of Dr. Bud than you do right now. Keep on holding on to that memory. That's all you have. Me too, Cesspool. Whenever I talk about them and I tell you guys the truth that they're predators and they seek out multiple people, no matter who it is, I tell you the truth. But when I also tell you that they do it as a matter of projection, it's kind of like a small dick man owning a large truck that's jacked up. It is a point of overcompensating. They are bitches. They're not men. They hate you. They don't like your kids. They don't like the fact that you have things. They're jealous. That's the reason they attack. I have a great life. I live the way I want to. I am a free person. I don't pick on people that have less than me. I want to raise them up and to get them to where I am, and I will give them any kind of advice that I can. You women understand this. You never want to walk down the street with somebody that would just cuck to someone else. And that's what we're getting ready to see. We're getting ready to hear John Burkell being a cuck. Who's Courtney? Courtney's my baby mama. She's autistic and she's almost 40, but she does bendy farts. And honestly, whenever you do anal sex, like, it's the best actual anal blowjob that you'll ever have because she can fart on command. I know you get it, Brady, that bad. I know you get it, baby. So we're going to listen to somebody who's a man, and he has so many women friends, and that's the only people he cares about. And he says, oh, someone wants attention. I've told you, this is all pink that influences him to do things. Johnny doesn't care about me. Wait, did I just get this? When John made a story telling everyone conger is a pedo. Oh, Brady gets it. She knows how to take a side of it. Are you guys ready? I think most people would leave. They'd be like, this is bullshit. This is crazy. I'll just stream it out. Hang on.
Look, I know you've been drinking.
It's not about drinking, Lisa. I would have never brought this to scope
I
if Shelby did not go into that scope and start trying to attack me and then call her to the B and tell me how wrong I am for being on that app. That I'm only on this app, and I promise you all this. I am only still on this app because of the fact that Shelby is not paying attention to me unless I'm on this app.
She doesn't pay attention to me unless I'm on here and I'm hurting other people and I'm talking shit because she doesn't know me.
John's also a short guy.
Because of the fact that Shelby is not paying attention to me unless I'm on this app.
I just done.
If I'm not on this app, I get no attention. I get no. It's even listen.
She doesn't like me. She likes my attention.
Now, how about we just take a knee? Why don't you bow down to her and beg for some kind of masculinity, John? Why don't you beg for her to say
I'm a man, Shelby, and just appreciate what I say.
Even people that don't know us, the people that know us in passing,
I hate to say it, no, actually, I'm not having a great hair day. I'll address that in a moment. People in pathing?
let's use Gringo for example.
Gringo's a short Mexican motherfucker and he's a midget.
Gringo's laughing over that.
Gringo, for example. And when Gringo decided to tweet out a couple months ago, maybe Shelby should put the app down, maybe he knew something.
He's calling in Gringo to fight his battles. Gringo, where are you? He called you in. Maybe you knew something. Maybe you can expand upon this. Maybe you can help me out, Gringo.
Gringo, I need your help because he doesn't pay attention to me. He doesn't pay attention to me whenever I'm not on here, but she loved, like, what you say. She brought it up to me, Gringo. You did a tweet. Help me out, Gringo. Give me some manlyhood.
No, she's not hardly on. Just because she does not scope does not mean she's not hardly on. Let the voice.
I'm just telling you guys what I see. Don't worry about what you hear.
Let a voice of reason come on.
Voice of reason.
She's gonna tell me, John, don't do this. John, stop this. But Brandy fucking knows where I am.
I know, but I think this needs to be handled off the scope
I
because
didn't bring it to this act.
I didn't bring it to this app.
Super Yeti said she's too busy making scopes on a troll. That's actually really true. John, I'm sorry that you have a small cock. It doesn't matter. You're a short guy with a small cock and you have like in some kind of inferiority complex. Get over it. So this is 1 minute, 20 seconds. Let me remind you what he said in the beginning.
look, I know you've been drinking.
It's not about drinking, Lisa. I would have never brought this to scope.
I would have never brought this to scope. I would have never brought this to scope.
Off the scope because
I didn't bring it to this act.
Oh, we never brought this to scope. I didn't bring it to this app. Dude, pick a fucking road. Stand on the truth. That's always going to be consistent. I didn't bring it to that.
okay, but you don't have to do this. So
This
you
is what
can
she
do it.
is. You don't know forever.
I know, I've been hiding.
Lisa, you don't know for the last couple of days, there's threats and it's
For any of you that were mixed up, whenever she said, Lisa, I haven't seen you in forever. That was Brandy. She said, yeah, I've been hiding. Well, I really missed you. What's up, Jimmy? I'm trying not to say hi to people when they come in.
shit that I've got said to me about bringing this to the app.
I don't want, like, when people's names pop up that I follow, I don't want to be like, hey, Al the Vegan, guess what? Join in with me and let's just punch people in the face verbally.
Let me tell you something. I'm not Matthew Right. Okay? I am not.
Damn right you're not, bitch. You are not Matthew Rife. I am. You're a cunt. You're a cuck.
She doesn't pay attention to me. She doesn't do anything unless I'm on this app.
John, why don't you try a different road? Why not take her out and show her things that you guys agree with? Why don't you try to get some kind of synchronicity within you and treat her as a partner instead of someone that bows down to you? You should be taking a knee to her. She's stronger than you. She has way more self-awareness than you do. Because let me remind you what you said.
On an app that I'm only on this app, and I promise you all this. I am only still on this app because of the fact that Shelby is not paying attention to me unless I'm on this app.
Respect is taken. It's not earned, John. Men know this. I cut down trees way taller than I am every single day, and they're bigger than me. They weigh more, but I overpower them. Now, let me put it in your perspective, because Super Yeti brought up a great point. You're a short guy, and Shelby's way taller than you. You're a bitch. You're not willing to take on the challenge of Shelby. Bottom line, you're not only would you not take, or maybe you did try to take it on, but you failed. I don't care. You're still a bitch. Shelby moved John out, from what I heard, and maybe that's wrong. I could be totally wrong about that. But from what I heard, Shelby wants John to move out. Ooh, should I dig into that about whenever Carrie wanted him to move out?
Lisa, you don't, Lisa, you don't know forever.
I know, I've been hiding.
Lisa, you don't know for the last couple of days the threats and the shit that I've got said to me about bringing this to the app.
You don't know about the threats about. Listen, you threaten me. Fine. Okay. Some guy, some liberal attorney who's an author out of Washington, Seattle, Washington, the other day said, "You're a mark." And I said, "Great. Let's do this. I'll take you out for coffee beforehand. But I'm okay with that. You want to make me a mark? Cool. Let's do it. I'm ready right now. Oh, you want to have a civil war? Okay, I'm down. Threaten me. Oh, I'm going to do it. Cool, do it. Well, you just be shit, and I'm just going to do this. Oh, fine, go for it. I'll be your Huckleberry. This is a great line, Super Yeti. I thought about that the other day. Super Yeti and I get each other. Not to not remind you, but I'm definitely going to remind you that I can play a clip for you, Mock. Here, I have fingers. These are calluses and things. And yeah. John, only calluses he has is on his knees. It's fine, John. Women are not built for every man. Sometimes you have to be so much of a bitch that they turn to other women. It's fine. As Mock calls it, ex-heterosexuals.
Because let me tell you something. I'm not Matthew Wright. Okay? I am not Matthew Wright. And if Shelby doesn't want to be with me, she don't have to lie and have her friends come out later on and say she don't want to be with me. She can tell me right fucking now.
Right. If she doesn't want to be with me, she doesn't have to have her friends come out and tell me if she doesn't want to be with me. She can tell me right now. Let me remind you, I actually left Shelby. And then later she said that she was pregnant to try to get me back. And I was like, bitch, you already went through menopause. You're not pregnant. And plus you've been out drinking every night. And then she continued by trying to enlist other people by saying, hey, Cammy, you'd be a better mother than I would. I want to give you my baby. Great. I hope that you are pregnant. That means you just gave it up and I can raise it as a single father. Great. Let's pray that you're pregnant. I mean, what? That's exactly what happened. Her Pink was moving Brandy in. I haven't been able to confirm. Yep. She'd probably eat her pussy a lot better than John would because John's a little bitch, but Brandy's more of a man. If you haven't noticed, Brandy and Ninja Greg look just alike. Maybe Ninja Greg's a secret lesbian.
You don't want to see me, I will walk the fuck away. JoJo, I'm not listening to that bullshit no more. Walk the fuck away. JoJo, I'm not listening to that. You're right. Okay?
I missed it again. Here we go. You're not me, bitch.
Let me tell you something. I'm not Matthew Wright. Okay? I am not Matthew Wright. And if Shelby doesn't want to be with me, she don't have to lie and have her friends come out later on and say she don't want to be with me. She can tell me right fucking now. She don't want to see me and I will walk the fuck away. JoJo, I'm not listening to that bullshit no more. I'm not listening to this. I will do anything in my power to make her life better. Everything in my power to make her life better. And you know what she chooses? This app over me.
Sounds like you're a little bitch. You can't even step up to an app. You can't step up to a program that's on your phone. You can't interest someone in your life as much as Something that, like, this is pretty much brick balls. You can't even step up to something that just helps them pass time. You're kind of a bitch. You're not really doing much. Well, I go to work. What do you do for her? Now let's find out what John's lost. Because the devil's in the details. What you've lost is really what's important to you. It's kind of like, I lost a lot of money in my life. Money's important to me. Not going to deny that. Money is important. Making money is important. Being productive is important. I've lost a lot of money. I've complained about it a lot. Let's hear what John complains about. And wood. I've lost wood. Every time that I get hard, and she's like, well, give me 5 minutes. And then she comes back from the bathroom like, I had to clean up. And I've lost wood. I'm like, well, fuck. I used to be horny. And then I'm more pissed off. I'm more blue-balled than what I was before I was not getting sex. She could have just said, stroke your dick. My girl just said, Matt, I'm only kidding. I'm only joking. That's just a hypothetical. I know that women are going to be but me and Bobby get it. Bobby gets it. Like, he knows that he's like, that motherfucker's on a roll. This is also the guy cat calls women. You're the Bobby. I know you say no cat for me, but listen, you cat call women. You're the reason other men don't get pussy because you're scared. You make them scared of other men, Bobby. Now I got to kind of bust Bobby's balls. You're kind of like that piece of shit that says, girl, I would ride your face, but actually I want you to ride my buddies first. That's gay, Bobby. You don't have to attack a woman with 2 men. Quit being a piece of shit. Quit hanging out. If you guys don't know, Bobby used to do scopes, hanging out on the fence line. And it was him doing this and being flexing and all this other shit. And he had 5 men on either side. And they would yell at people going down the sidewalk. Bobby's the problem. It's not me. It's not my jokes. Bobby's a piece of shit. I call it teamwork. See what he's saying? He's like, yeah, I'll tag team you. You can fuck my girl if I can fuck yours. Listen, not all women are into swingers parties. Just because you have a set of keys doesn't mean that your car's not a Honda. You know what I mean? No, it's you. It probably is. It probably is me. Let's listen to what John lost.
The scope was nothing about her. I had nothing to say about Pink until Pink jumped into the scope.
It was your fault. It was her fault.
How about just be the bigger person tonight?
Why? Why do I have to be the bigger person?
Because
Randy,
sometimes
you
we just
fucking
have
know
to.
how I feel. You know how much I fucking love her, and you know how.
I'm trying to play with your emotions, but you're a woman and I don't like it, but you're a lesbian. You should be on my side.
I would never give my life for her, but that she will give this my. She will.
How much I would give my life for her? No, it's not a life. This is from like 3 days ago.
She knows how much I would give my life for her.
Dude, if that's not a desperate cry for your balls back, I don't know what is. If that's not something that'd be like, I would eat my own cum out of your pussy just so that we could have sex. No guy wants that, by the way. Yeah, it was on scope. No guy wants that, by the way. No guy is ever like, hey, cream pie me, baby. Except for Bobby. Bobby's like a mystical, he's like a unicorn. You only see it once, ever. No guy. You know how much I'd give my life for because I... Dude, be a man. Came up with that pretty quick. Yeah, I'm pretty good sometimes. Thanks, Bobby.
Why would I would give my life for her? But that she will give this my. She will give me up for this habit, and you know it, Brandy.
I'm going to tell
You
you
know
again,
that's the truth.
and that's why I'm not saying anything because I
Okay.
I know what's
Okay.
going on both sides.
Okay.
But
Yes, you what?
Brandy, why are you telling him to stop and maybe he should do something else? And then you're like, I know that, but I know things that are on both sides. Obviously, I'm taking her side. I'm trying to get you to calm down to quit talking about her. John, what Brandy's doing is she's playing both sides of the team. But she's obviously biased. She is CNN against Trump. She's Fox News against Biden. She's playing both sides and she's trying to get you on her team and you keep on talking to her. Quit being a bitch. Stand up for something, John. Stand up for something.
You would think deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now. And if you don't, then you don't.
Oh, this is the best part. I'm sorry. What's up, 5-year lurker? He always calls me mattress because he wants to bed me down. He will admit it. So would his boyfriend and his husband. He has a side piece. Listen.
And you keep. If you don't, then you don't keep me. And that's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No.
For a year and a half, I've been fighting this. Listen,
But that's not.
This is the part that he begs. You want it so bad, huh? Listen, lurker, I like the fact that my pecker don't stink and the fact that it's exit suits me fine. We both get that. I've been telling you this for years. Quit flirting with me. No, actually, I like it. Keep on flirting. But this is the point that John is begging. Give me some manhood back, Pink. Can you just at least show these people that you'll bow down to me a little bit and give me some masculinity, especially in front of your Bulldyke friend? No, I didn't hit play. There we go.
you don't, then you don't keep me. And that's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No.
Okay. Yes, you would, Pink. Deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now, and you keep me. If you don't, then you do for her. But yet, she will give.
Rewind it again. Because she has your word.
Fucking love her, and you know how much I would give my life for her. But yet, she will give she will give me up for this app, and you know it, Brandy.
I'm going to tell you,
You know
again,
that's the truth.
and that's why I'm not saying anything, because I
Okay.
I know what's
Okay.
going on both sides.
Okay.
But
Yes, you would, Pink. Deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now, and you keep me. If you don't, then you don't keep me. That's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No.
For a year and a half, I've been fighting this. Listen, Lisa, I've lost Star, I lost Vivian, I lost Amanda, I lost Peggy, I lost Jen, all because the fact that they all knew that.
Oh, this is John Burkell. He's always said that I'm a little bitch and that I pick on women or I stalk women. I try to have relationships. I try to have a life. But he is literally taking a knee and he's like begging for her to give him some kind of masculinity back by saying, please just do this for me, Pink. If you want me, then just show them that you want me and that way I can have some masculinity. Does use women get upset when you talk about Pink on scope? My man, I don't even know what the fuck that means. You pick on women? Oh, come on, you don't ever do it. I don't know, it's all a matter of perspective. John doesn't think he's a bitch. I think he's a bitch. A lot of you women think he's a bitch. I thought I was listening to Mambo number 5. You guys, we can listen to it in entirety as well. But I'm just going to play this again.
and that's why I'm not saying anything, because I
Okay.
I know.
Remember that man voice is actually a woman. She wants to eat your coochie very bad. She probably watches your Camversity replays. Can I show those, by the way? And she's probably like, I'm man enough for her.
know what's
Okay.
going on both sides.
Okay.
But
Yes, you would, Pink. Deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now, and you keep me. If you don't, then you don't keep me. And that's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No.
For a year and a half, I've been fighting this. Listen, Lisa, I've lost Star, I lost Vivian, I lost Amanda, I lost Peggy, I lost Jen, All because the fact that they all knew that I did not want this app in my life no more. And the only person that kept fighting me to keep this app in my life is her, is Pink. So I lost all my fucking support and all my fucking friends for fucking Pink.
I lost Alex Trebek to blood cancer. Somebody could not figure him enough to figure out what's going on. Ass cancer killed Alex Trebek and I lost him.
That's a lot of bitches, right? Even Brady Bad says that. Brady Bad is like the queen of bitches. That's a lot of women. You complain about what you care about. Like I said, I care about money. I lost a lot of money. I hate it. It sucks. I go out and I work more and I continually lose money. Let me tell you a story. I'm working on a house right now because I cut down 6 trees and the 6th one, the last one, fell on top of the house. And it went through the roof. It messed up a wall, but I'm repairing it. I do my daily thing, and I'm repairing it. It's horrible. It sucks. I called companies for heavy machinery to come in to be able to lift it off and pull it out. It sucks. I couldn't get anyone to do it. One guy quoted me $800 a job. So what I do, I went out and I worked with other people that had heavy equipment because they needed a sawyer. I'm a good sawyer. I know how trees fall. And they helped me out and they lifted it off the roof and they took it down and now I'm repairing it. And tonight I got a call earlier from these same people and I thought this guy was busting my balls because that's what, as men, that's what we do. I will bust Bobby and Jimmy's balls all day long. The only reason I say them is because I know they're good guys and they used to be in here. They may not be in here now. But I can bust their balls and we know it's joking. So when he called me, I was like, what's up, dude? What are you up to? And he said, not much. I said, you don't have any work going on? What's going on? He said, well, I need you to come over and repair a roof that I dropped a tree on. I'm like, no, you're dude, that's fucked up. Don't even be busting my balls like that. That's really messed up. He's like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, really? You dropped a tree on the house with all the equipment that you have? Which shows the contrast that I don't have that equipment and I needed their help and now they need my help. And this guy wants to hire me to be a sawyer and to be able to work with a bunch of people because he's paying a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing. Things happen. I dropped a tree on a trailer and now I'm fixing it. But at least I'm making it right. At least I'm not saying, well, you know what I lost? I could have cut down a branch on the road for $500 for you. You want me to do things for you. It's not about that. It's about making things right. It's about coming up in the world, being a man, stepping up, doing the right thing. He called me tonight, right? Yes. And I said, what are you going to do? He's like, yeah, I don't really know. If he wants to run it down, then that's fine. I'll go through my insurance. I'm like, okay, cool. But you called me first and you're willing to pay for it. And I'm going to come over and I'm going to fix that porch because you dropped a tree on the house this time. I get it. I'm a good sawyer. Matt, 2020, go fix the roof, genius. Yeah. Great quote.
I'm sorry. I just wish.
Think about that. Think about, let's get fathom into your head of Periscope people. Of all my support for the last 5 years.
You're fine. She's looking at me like, she's fine. You don't interrupt anything. Now let's listen to what John lost. Again, I've already explained that people complain about what they care about. Anything that you hold close to your heart, you complain about it because that's what's important to you. We all know this. Mega would complain about money if she had money issues. She would be correlating any kind of generalized statement within money, and it would always fit because it fits what she's worried about. John, I thought you were worried about the attention from Pink. But it sounds like you're really not, considering what you complain about. Because this is what you complain about.
You know how much I fucking love her, and you know how much I would give my life for her. But yet she will give me up for this app. And you know it, Brandy.
I'm going to tell you
You know
again,
that's the truth.
and that's why I'm not saying anything, because I know what's going on both sides.
You know what I lost?
But
Yes, you would. Deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now, and you keep me. If you don't, then you don't keep me, and that's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No,
For a year and a
that's not-
half, I've been fighting this. Listen, Lisa, I've lost Star, I lost Vivian, I lost Amanda, I lost Peggy, I lost Jen, all because the fact that they all knew that I did not want this app in my life no more, and only.
I thought that Pink was the only reason you come on this app, and now you're arguing that you lost 5 women? I guess Pink's not woman enough. Pink does not hold up to your standards about everything that these other women could apply to your life. This is what you're worried about. You're not worried about. I got a message. For fuck's sake! Really? You could have just told me I'm on here. Yeah, I can look at the air conditioner. It's frozen. Yes, because I'm right here. Why would you message me? I didn't want to interrupt your talking, but I'm going to message you. Quit smiling. You know you did. You know this. Whoops. No, I'm hitting buttons. Okay. Apply this to life? The fuck? What are you talking about? That's a comment by Hastily Decision. I agree with you, Hastily. You're right on par. Why should I apply things to life that I complain about? Because that's not true life, because we live our life on Periscope. Yeah, me. I agree with you. That's actually hilarious, Hasty.
You don't, then you don't. That's how it is.
Wait,
But that's not
you
the
don't keep
way.
me?
Deactivate your account and leave the app right now. Leave Periscope right now, and you keep me. If you don't, then you don't keep me, and that's how it is.
But that's not the way.
Yes, that is the way, Lisa.
No.
Sounds like Lisa's in Pink's today.
For a year and a half, I've been fighting this. Listen, Lisa, I've lost Star, I lost Vivian, I lost Amanda, I lost Peggy, I lost Jen, all because the fact that they all knew that I did not want this app in my life no more, and the only person that kept fighting me to keep this app in my life is her. It's Pink. So I lost all my fucking support and all my fucking friends for fucking Pink.
I'm sorry. I just wish
Think
that
about that. Let that fathom into your head of Periscope people of all my support for the last
You're not
5
even
years.
making sense.
Of all the people who are my best friends for 5 years on this app. Think about that. I've lost them all. None of them talk to me. None of them have nothing to say to me.
That's
None of
not
them will
true.
even speak to me. Why?
That's
Because
not
I
true.
chose Pink over every one of them.
That's not to talk to you in D.
What is he like? If you care so much about him, Kelly, you're out. She alienated him in an effort to control him. Yeah, I'll talk about that too. She did the same thing to me. I get it. I'm with John on this. You guys all think I'm going against John, but I'm not. I've tried to talk to John.
I talk to none of them. I talk to none of them. None of them. I don't talk
If
to
you start
Star.
slurring, I'm gonna have to laugh at you. Let me just tell
Brandy,
you.
Brandy.
Did you drive?
No, Brandy.
It's so much better.
I just walked 3 houses down from my house.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Hey guys, I'm all right. I see now someone call the cops on me.
Oh no. No, I'm not. He's fine, whoever you are. He's just talking to us, that's all.
And it. Apparently, someone called the cops on him and said that he was beating Pink and he was yelling in a pool. And I'm sure that the cops left. But Pink actually put out the statement that Johnny was beating her and being mean to her while she was sending nudes to Johnny V-Necks. Convoluted piece of shit kind of situation. You guys can comment where you want. I'm not blocking people now. But these are the same people that are friends with Michael Conger, and they've supported him. And I've told you guys, don't mess with people that make up their own rules because they always change the rules. Think Johnny V was getting pics from Big V? Big Vagina? Yeah, from Pink. Yeah, you're right, Carrie. I get it. I don't think it matter. Am I? Now, Michael Conger is this guy who has multiple warrants on him. He cannot come to the state of Alabama, where I'm at. I'm in Orange Beach, Alabama. We're actually in the condo. Babe, you need to take care of your 3 kids. He said that she had 3 kids. She doesn't. And Mock followed along. What? Oh, she said I don't have custody. It's not my problem. Did you push him out of your vagina? C-section babies. You don't care about them. Like, see the way it works? I can just do anything. Conger docs Pink's daughter. Yeah, and I'm going to listen to this clip. And it says, when John made up a story telling everyone Conger's a pedo.
Conger was married before. His ex-wife left him because she found kitty porn on his phone, on his computer. She got a restraining order on him. He's not allowed 50 feet within his children. He has twins. He's not allowed near them. Conger the pedophile, yes. Conger, why you take your wife's last name? It's a very unnormal act. It's an unnormal act usually for a man to take his wife's last name. Unless you're hiding. And Conger, what you hiding? Besides you got some fraud, some conspiracy to cheat. You got some fucked up shit on your.
Conger does have a lot of fucked up shit, and a lot of you people support him by going in there, and I will continually block you. 208 people in here right now. I'll probably block 300. You're probably going to be next if you want to hear his side of the story. I do demand respect. Respect is taken. It's not earned. I don't have to owe you anything. This is all going to end with a clear person who is president-elect. Your library's on good. No, it's actually. Oh, well, thank you. I'll just say thank you. Stu gets it. Stu's a good guy. He's always on top of it. In fact, he listens to the Conger who attacks little children. Good job, Stu. He says, welcome. Conger has a whole masturbating video on the internet. He posted, what grown family man does that? A pervert who wants to see and hear people? I'm getting ready to get a Maggie video to where what John was talking about, saying that, well, she brought it to the app by calling in and talking shit. I have not heard this one bit. It just popped up, and I'm getting ready to hear it with all of you live. But first, we're going to play the John video about Conger.
Background, don't you, Conger? I'm not kidding your mama, Conger. I know what you did. Why does Conger's ex-wife have a fucking restraining order?
Oh, you guys can hear this. Sorry, my computer's having issues, but it's skipping. Yeah.
Around him, he's not allowed within 50 feet of his twins. Why, Conger? Why'd your wife divorce you? She found kitty porn on your computer. Conger was diddling himself with little boys. Isn't that why you share underage scopes, Conger? Huh?
That all seems weird. Conger, why would you share underage boys' scopes when you're diddling yourself and you've been caught with kids? That seems weird. Let me remind you, Stu, thank you for the welcome, but maybe you shouldn't follow him anymore. What do you think, Stu?
Underage boy scopes. You're always sharing. Why, Conger? Why? Hmm. Hmm.
All of you people like Nikki that have GSS in your name, you really support this because they're friends. Conger and John have been friends, and Pink, they're all friends. Whenever I take myself out of the situation, I have always told you, leave people to their own devices and they will eat each other alive. I've said it multiple times that perception is reality. I've said it to you 100 over times, even though nobody really listens. These people are pieces of shit. So why you support them by following them? I respect Mego. She says that's my motto. You follow him, but suggest I don't actually follow him, Stu. No, these are being sent to me in DM. I respect Mego because she says I will cut anybody out of my life that I do not agree with morally. That means that if you agree with Conger watching little kids and that you go in there and listen to him, kind of like Mama Jerry lent him thousands of dollars to open up a restaurant that he doesn't actually own, that he doesn't make money from, and these bills are piling up, that he actually spends a lot of money on cars and everything else. I don't believe. No, I guess, Stu. Listen, Stu can take a ball busting. It's fine. But Congress continues saying, people sent this to me. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. They know that you're buying all of the same exact car and all the same exact wall hangings. If you think they're pieces of shit, then why do you keep replaying? Well, goodbye, Nikki. GSS, right there. King Squad support. Fuck you. I think it's great. I love taking trash out. Babe, do I not take the trash out 5 times a day if it's available? I'll take the trash out every single day. You already presented yourself to the wrong fucking person.
Hi, Conger. You fucking pedophile. Show your restraining order. I bet you got a copy of that restraining order because you know you don't want to go to jail.
Did he just call a Conger a pedophile? But they're friends and he knows this? Why are you guys hanging out with pedophiles? Let's actually listen to Maggie. This is the one that I've never heard before. I don't know what to expect. But apparently John was talking about Pink bringing it to the app, and he said, I would have never brought it to the app if she didn't do it, but now I'm bringing it to the app, which is the whole intersectional incest situation. It doesn't make sense. So she called it a Maggie scope, and she was blaming John for something, from what I understand. Let's listen. What's up, Linda? It's an hour and 1 minute long. I don't know.
This is just for that.
It's not going to be that
Hello.
long. Join the account. Wait, did you just make this whole video up? Trying to figure this out. This is a bunch of cartoons. Do you hear this?
Where there is light, there is also darkness. As long as there are winners.
Wait, did I hit next? I hit next on accident. I'm sorry. I'm like, why are these fucking there it is. Okay, listen, do not listen to Elena.
Wait. Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down, we're both this one. Thank you for allowing me to call you so Pete Magpie.
Oh,
Thank you for allowing me to come in here, Mac. Listen, John, I actually demand loyalty. Thank you, Magpie. I just thank you so much. I know that you're above me, and now I'm going to speak my piece. Can you please allow me to speak up?
Pink doesn't pay attention to me unless I'm on this app. And you know how much I lost? I lost 5 women that supported me. I lost everything for her. And I just want to tell you, like, can you give me a little bit of respect?
Come on. Man up, John. Knuckle under. Do better. Be better.
Always love.
Okay, thank you for having me here. But we can finish this conversation.
No, you make a really good point. You make a really, really good point.
Listen, I am pro-choice. 100% pro-choice. I think it's the woman's choice to decide what she's going to do with her body.
Now, let me combat this. Any woman that wants to debate me up on pro-choice and that you have the right to abortion, please call in. Because I want to ask you one simple question. And I don't really care if you call in. I want to ask you, do women have the right? No, actually, that's not the question. Would you do that? Would you abort your baby if you got pregnant? Don't play games. Do not play with scenarios. What I'm saying is, would you kill your baby? Johnny's all in. He's like, yeah, every woman should kill any kind of baby. Yeah, we should kill them all. It's their choice, but it's my choice to make that choice for them because I'm a guy. Quit devaluing women, John. Hell knows this, Texas mom. I got a belt to the face by the person who got me pregnant, so yeah, in that situation was needed. I'm just asking if you would make that choice, then maybe you should. It's not left up to men to make that choice. I'm just asking you. There's a bunch of women that if I ask them, hey, if you went back in time, would you kill Hitler? No, I don't think I should kill someone. Bitch, you just had 3 abortions. The fuck you talking about? You wouldn't kill. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But it is kind of bullshit that us men don't have a right.
You know, I do understand that, and I do agree with that. I think what the larger problem that I see is that there are not a lot of fathers fighting for parenting rights, and that there seem to be more men who, I apologize, I don't want to make an assumption.
Maggie obviously represents black people. That's not racist. That's statistical. That's a math problem.
There seem to be a lot of young men who are willing to, I have written these up, where they do a cessation of parental rights, where they say, listen, if you want to have this kid, that's fine, but I'm giving you a lump sum of money, and I don't want my name to be on the birth certificate. I don't want to be tied to that kid. I don't want them to know who I am.
That's a problem. Quit being paid to kill someone. Are you an assassin?
Maggie?
Yeah.
How many cases have you worked up like that? Because I've known of 1, 2, 3 cases in the state of New Jersey where they've given away the parental rights before the birth, paid a lump sum of money, and the women were still able to go get them for child support.
Now, let me actually create contrast on this. Johnny's playing a game. Let me give you a scenario so that you can agree with me. Let me tell you something specific that drives you in that direction. My point is nothing more than this. Would you do that to your own child? That's it. If you would not abort your own child, then maybe you're against abortion. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Oops, sorry. No, I didn't read it. Oh, wait, we have Miss Anna Banana GSS. Go take that shit out of your name. I'll give you a little bit of time. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know
He's
why I would
playing
do like that in
games.
Jersey, but it does happen. I've done at least a dozen of those.
And I also know a couple of men who wanted to have the child but had no say in the matter and fought it in court to try to get the mothers to keep not abort the child. And
Right.
lost a father has no rights in it.
Yeah.
Wait, why is John arguing on the father's side when he's pro? Why is it that John about the father's side saying, well, they didn't have a right in it? He's pro-choice. It's the woman's decision. It's not the man's decision.
It creates a really dangerous precedent. So it does suck. I do get that. It does suck.
Yeah.
Because it is looked to as it's looked to as something where, because it is such a
No.
severe an effective set on like such a severe impact on a woman's body, that asking her to carry it beyond what she wants to do is a dangerous precedent to set.
Okay.
Dangerous precedent to set. That's a long term. That's fine. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just keep on canceling. It doesn't matter. These are words that are strung together that you're not meant to understand. I can tell you everything you have to understand. Within my perspective, you're your own person. I believe in freedom. I believe that you can make your own decision.
So, well, listen, if a woman can't, okay, so this is what I think. If a woman has a right to say, I don't want this child, then a man can have a right to say, I want that child, right? Because we both lay down in that bed.
No, wait a minute. What about the fact that I want to come inside of you, but she says I don't want you to? I should be able to make that decision because it's my body and we still agree upon sex. So let's do that. I get to make that decision to come inside. I know a lot of women are like, yeah, I like a good cream pie. Yeah, she's disgusted. I like a good cream. I would rather, I like a down the throat kind of situation. I'm good with that. Why did you pull out? This gets good. Jeff gets Maggie to drop John before he tells him to go drive drunk to get some food. Oh, shit. I'm just stringing along.
Okay, we both lay down and said, I'm not going to use a rubber. We're going to fuck, right? So because of the fact that it's going to change her body, that man should say, okay, your body's more important than the fact that
I did come inside of Pink. That's because I knew she was already in menopause. It's okay.
my child being born inside you.
Well, yeah, because sometimes it is a huge matter of, there are lots of impacts that happen. You have gestational diabetes that never goes away. Some people, birth can still kill.
Besides the exceptional factors where maybe a birth will kill a woman, or maybe the child will come out with some kind of deformity, or besides that, a child, if you lay down as a woman and you spread your legs and say, come inside me with no rubber or no birth control whatsoever, that few people at least ask them about what if birth control doesn't work. So if you lay down inside me and you're going to lay down and say, let's have sex, and there's a chance that you may get pregnant and I know you may get pregnant, then we should both have that choice to make the decision whether to abort or not abort that baby.
I do 100% understand what you're saying. And I'm not saying that in a vacuum what you were saying is incorrect. I'm saying that legally that creates a really dangerous precedent with rights of especially in the case of birth, because there's no way in which to transfer that child or that fetus or that womb over to the dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of women would say, absolutely, you can have this. Period. Does that make sense? So that's where the issue is.
Well, that's not. That issue wasn't alive to make you decide to lay down and spread your legs.
I'm trying to say that I do hear what you're saying. I really do. However, I cannot support and or agree with something that would really put a huge and dangerous precedent that would start to become something like The Handmaid's Tale, where it would be very easy to start justifying that I had sex and I made this woman fall in love with me. She's not a woman I'm gonna marry.
Come on, Maggie, that's different. That you go home and get fucked by a guy. I'm saying, me and you hook up in the club, and we go over there, hey, let's just fuck.
Now, let me remind you, Maggie is 100% pro-choice. And at the beginning, John is 100% pro-choice. Why the fuck are they arguing? Is it something within anybody's nature just to create controversy and argue against what another person says? Hey, Maggie, thank you for letting me up. I know you're better than me, and I'm glad to be on here because you have a lot of followers and you get a lot of attention. And I say that women should be pro-choice. And then Maggie says, pretty much, yeah, don't take anything away from women. Mind you, she's a woman. She's pro-choice. Why the fuck are they arguing? None of this makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is that someone wants to argue. Don? Same person that's with Pink, that they've had a great life, but he said she doesn't pay attention to me. He wants to argue. He wants to. I told you guys this for years. He has an addiction to controversy.
And you know, we don't want to use rubbers, and we have sex, right? And we thought we get pregnant, and then like,
Yeah, can you send me the N-word? I'm your N-word. Can you send me the other crying videos of John?
So I get what you're saying. What I am trying to say to you is that you as a dad do have a right, but that right is not outweighed by a woman's right to her own body.
See how they're arguing?
At the time, the woman puts on her body will say, yeah, fuck.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Fine, nothing.
Now, despite any medical conditions or any of that going on, like if that's at birth, you know what I'm saying? A man should have, oh, fuck, why do you bring Nutmeg up here? Horrible.
Hi, Johnny.
I'm not even the same woman that.
Can I add just a few things real quick and then I'm gonna go lay in my bed? Yeah. Number one, I know because I've been through this, a man can't just sign his rights over and be done with that child. He has to have someone to sign them over to, which in most states has to be a spouse. You have to be legally married.
Positive for a couple of reasons. No, actually, a man can say I have the right. A lot of women would agree with me that if you guys both want to risk it, you having an abortion is pretty much equivalent to a man pulling out. You women don't have that decision-making power. Men say, I can take it upon myself and I can come on your back. I don't have to create more of a scenario to have a kid. We do that. You guys do this. I'm good with it. What I ask is, would you do that with your child? That's it. That's all. Same thing I would ask men. Would you pull out from a girl that you decide not to have forever? If you do so, you give them the right to make a decision. And it's up to them.
To the person for 1 year minimum before
Wait,
you can.
I need to stop you right there. I'm not saying sign over rights as though you were the parent on.
And then we have somebody in the comments, DK DKH 57 should be able to abort at 25 years old. That's obviously somebody who had to pay for college. That's all it is. Like, fuck. Had to pay for this college? I thought we was getting rid of her at 18. I thought she was going to be an adult. Why do I have to do all of this and pay for more? Can we kill her? Is what that guy said. Can we kill her? Is that an option? She's not 25. Maybe we can do that. I get that guy. That guy gets it. He's like, he's all in. He's like, we can make a choice. Let's do it up to this. he's pressing the limits. I like this guy.
On the birth certificate. I'm talking about before the child is born. It is okay for a child to be born with no one in the parental father column and no right.
Correct.
Now, isn't that the same argument that John made? I'm always pro-choice. I just want to argue.
But
That's
if
what I'm
they,
describing.
okay, if let's say they are on state Medicaid, Medicaid is going to go after whoever.
What does state Medicaid have to do with insurance? Shouldn't insurance be the same for everybody if you need medical needs? This is one reason I fully support Joe Biden. There's many other reasons. I think it's effectively the mental health of the country. I know for a fact that Trump is the most left-leaning president on the Republican Party in history. For Christ's sake, he was the first openly gay accepting president. Obama didn't like gays. When he first started, he's like, gay marriage? Don't agree with it. Trump's like, yeah, gay guys, cool. They can get into my hotel. They can do whatever they want. I don't really care. That's liberal. Yeah, you want to spend money? Fine. We're going to spend money. It's cool. He has the highest spending deficit. He actually spent more than double in his 4 years in office than what Obama did in his 8 years of office. He had first openly gay cabinet members. Yeah, he did. He was openly gay. Obama was not openly gay. There's my guy, Delvac. He just come in. That's the only guy I call out. Bobby. I don't call out all these people that I started with. I don't call out people because whenever I do drama, it doesn't matter. But Delvacchio, I always call out. It doesn't matter. He's my guy. Let me actually talk about that. Delvacchio, can you call in for a moment? And when you can, we're going to talk a little bit hard. We're going to talk about John. We're going to talk about all these situations. Sure. Okay. Thanks, bud. I'm just going to play this until you call in. Then when you do,
What it is, they are going to try to find him for money. Then he is going to be put on the birth certificate. He is going to be put on child support, whether the mom likes it or not. Period.
so why all this protection amongst children whenever John and Shelby and Mock and Conger are all friends, but Conger wants to look up little children and say, I know where they go to school at. People have sent me information. I just know what's going on because I stalk Facebook and I'm sitting in a shitty fucking cafe and I'm trying to tell my wife I'm creating money, but it's not. I have dollars tattooed all over the wall, but it's not that good. None of that makes sense. Why are you attacking little kids, Conger? The little kids that were here with me that you saw, that you watch all of my periscopes and you were so worried about, she doesn't have kids. That was a friend from down the street. So who's parent the father, did you email? You just go off the cuff and you're like, I'm going to attack someone. I'm going to attack little kids. I'm going to try to track down little kids. Have you been working on that impression? No, I haven't. This is just my voiceover impression. Because it's really shitty. Conger, why? I'll play him for you. Where he admits to tracking down little kids, but it's not him. It's not him. Don't take that into measure. It's not Conger. It's not me. You're a disgusting fuck. Anybody that involves himself with tracking children and worrying about sexualizing children, who has multiple warrants about them and they've never stood up to it. I will actually bring this back to Brady Vance since she joined for the 50,000. She used to be a cam girl, from what I learned during the scope. To me, she still is the cam girl, but she said that I used to do it. Brady, I don't mean to call you out, but what I'm asking is, if you were 5 years old and men look at you at 5 years old as what they look at you today, how would you feel?
All he does is come on here and talk shit, shows people's children that I am so glad someone found her ex and reached out to him and sent him the pictures and video of this man with this child, with the child. I can't wait to see what happens with this.
She said no. So, and she said no. So we have someone who was raised as a child. She's a female, and then she grew up and she become a cam girl. That's just not okay, she says. That has experienced, let's just admit it's, was it sex income? I would define it as sex income. And she says, no, if I was 5, no one should ever experience me like that. I've experienced sexual income. I've done it for a living. I used to be a cam girl. And no one should, even she disagrees with Conger's connotation of tracking down children and finding out where they go to school and saying that people are emailing and this and that. Someone who's experienced all of this in the sexual trade, who has earned money by being sexual, and she's no longer there. That should show you a lot. No. What was the third one? That's just not okay. What? Yeah, I'll replay it.
Shit. Shows people's children.
She says, that's horrible. He needs to be locked away. I agree. Any kind of sexualization of children or tracking them down, horrible situation. So why do you guys even watch this guy? You want to build his ego by you listening to what he has to say? Do you want to hear what he has? Do you really want to hear what a pedophile has to say? I'll replay it.
All he does is come on here and talk shit, shows people's children that I am so glad someone found her ex and reached out to him and sent him the pictures and video of this man with this child, with the child. I can't wait to see what happens with this. But I'm so glad they found who the father was. So
that's weird. That's weird.
He showed the children the other day.
Michael knows.
Matty has one son that he claimed was dead, but he's not. He lives in Michigan.
Untrue. I've had 2 sons. Utilize myself.
Has he been work release? Oh, she's not. She will be, because I bet Daddy of the children don't know much about May, but they do now.
He blackmails women on that. He certainly does. Being a sex worker has nothing to do with someone's opinion on pedophilia. Oh, because they've never experienced the sex work and sexual situations, and they've never been young. Great. Thanks, 4 wannabes. If that's what you want to tell yourself, then great. You can move to Denmark. They fuck their children. There we go. We gotta call him. Oh, you canceled it like it. There. But I know how it is to be raped by ICE. Yeah, it's horrible. I don't understand how it is to be a woman because people catcall people. Women are fucking insane because they're always worried about that person wants to get inside of me. What's up, Dubucky?
What's up, Matty R? How you doing, man? So what you want to talk to me about, bro?
I heard that. So, there we go. Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on?
Not much. I can barely hear you.
I'm here. My audio's good.
Okay, she can hear you. She's listening. That's fine. I just have to listen a little bit closer because they got some Bluetooth or whatever. So what's up, dude? How do you feel about John saying, "I love you, Pink, and I'll die for you"?
Well, I can understand that feeling. I mean, that's what a man would do.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, bud, I love you. I'm gonna drop you down because I kind of have like a thing going here. I appreciate your input, though.
So what are your thoughts on it?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are that John's being a little cuckold bitch and he cannot control Shelby. He cannot be a leader. Otherwise, that Shelby would listen to him if he was an actual leader. And he's not a leader on this app. He makes little cartoonish memes about people and he tries to leverage things within his situation. That's the same thing that women do. They work on emotion and not actual fact. And so John's a bitch.
Well, he tried to smack the shit at me because he told me he's going to come to New Jersey in 3 weeks. I said, bring it on.
Yeah, and then what do? He showed up at your old house where you never lived.
I know.
It says a lot. I'm willing to show up where you're not at.
I don't care. Let him do what he wants to do, you know?
You're good, dude. I love you, man. Here's the problem. All right, so you called in. Can you call back in? It switched over to Bluetooth. I can't really hear unless.
I'm good. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I know, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
Yes. He's gonna hang up. He's gonna call back in. There he is. That's my problem, dude.
This person sent him the screenshots
No, I have playing.
mug shots.
Del Bacchio, call back in. There we go. He's calling back in. No, he canceled again. Del Bacchio, call in and let me accept it and just hang on. There we go. There we go. Talk, Del Bacchio. All right. Yeah, it's still low, but it's fine. Hey, but so what I've always told people is that same thing that you've admitted. You do have a learning disability, and it's not cool for people to pick on you for it, right?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never picked on you. I've always recognized that we're good people, and I align with you on many different things. I never try to argue with you. Why would someone pick on you?
Well, because they're fucked up or maybe they're just jealous of me. Who's picking on me?
I think that's exactly what it is. I think that they feel like they can pull one over on you, and they feel like you're weaker, but you're really not.
But why are you bringing that shit up? What's going on?
No, I just said, John, what's up, Dark Swan? I'm just saying, like, why would people pick on you?
Well, I don't know.
It's bullshit, dude. You're a really cool guy.
I know, maybe because they're fucked up. That's all.
Yeah, you're a really cool guy. I appreciate you. Even whenever you email me and it's one on one, I don't try to argue with you. I don't understand why somebody like John, who has so low self esteem and has to find someone on Periscope to argue with so that he can get attention from Pink.
Yeah.
I feel like he's fighting for attention
Yeah.
and he picks on the weakest person possible. Somebody that will argue with him.
Yeah. I can understand what you're saying.
I
I mean, yeah, he wants attention. That's what he wants. You know, he first me and him were had beef. Then we were cool. Then we went at it with each other. I mean, those are the ones. He's the one that told me to focus on Fly Girl, and I did, and I took his word.
Wait, he's the one who said focus on Fly Girl?
Yeah, he's the one that said drop Danielle and focus on Fly Girl.
So he was instigating you to create a situation.
Well, I guess because Fly Girl it's been single for a long period of time, unlike Daniela, that dancer who has a boyfriend, right? He said drop Daniela, focus on Fly Girl. And a lot of people were saying, oh, you and Fly Girl make a great couple because of your accent. You know?
What have I always told you, Stephen? Don't worry about them. Do your own thing.
I do my own thing. I'm just saying, I do my own thing. He's the one that told me to
But am I
focus on
right
Fly
about
Girl.
that? That I've always said don't worry about the other people, just do you.
Oh yeah, I understand. A lot of people have
So
said
why
that to
would
me.
John tell you to focus on someone?
Well, because I guess maybe because Fly Girl's single, unlike Daniela who isn't. He wanted me to focus on Fly Girl, and I did. And
I think that maybe he's a predator and he used you as a tool to go after someone so he could laugh.
no, he didn't want me to go after. He didn't want me to say bad things about Fly Girl. He wanted me to He wanted her to be my crush.
Yeah. So he told you to go after her.
No, he didn't. Well, not in a bad way, but like in a good type of way.
Yeah, it's all a matter of perception. I get it, dude. I do.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Hey, I'm getting ready to end, but I want to talk to you about music, though.
Hey, what you want to talk about music?
Have you ever heard the song "A Little Help from My Friends"?
Of course, it was even sang on the Muppet Show one time by that one from
Yeah,
the band.
it was like the Beatles. It was John
From my
Cooper.
friend.
Yeah, you want to jam out to it with me?
Not really, but it was even
Not
sung on the
really.
Muppet Show. Yeah.
I get it.
I get a vibe from a little help from my friends. That female from the band. I get a vibe from a little help. Could
I get it,
it
dude. Listen.
be any? I need someone to love.
I get it, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna end this. I love talking to you. I love talking about music. You know your stuff. I don't understand why people would stick you against someone else.
Don't worry
And
about
I
it,
want to be
man.
respectful of you. If you want to, I'm gonna let you drop down. I'm gonna play this song and then I'm gonna end it so everyone can just go ahead and leave. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Love you, bud. This is an ad. I don't know why it's on here. I pay $15 a month for this crap.
My friends. Goodbye for a little help from my friends. I get it by friend. Could it be?
Literally, I do not understand. Wait, are you still talking? Steven, I said that I was going to cut you off and I'm going to do the music. I'm going to end.
Oh, you want me to drop down? Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Okay, man. Take care,
Love
bro.
you, bud. Literally, I do not understand why 172 of you people are still here right now. I just said I'm going to play this song. I actually went and got potato salad and I got chips, pork rinds. I'm going to go eat. Leave. I'll talk about. My grandma wants me to talk about Courtney. Courtney was the best lay I ever had. Courtney was that one person that could suck a fart through her butthole. It was the best blowjob that you could ever imagine. It's the comfort of a mouth all the way around it, but the warmth of a fire. You wanted me to talk. You wanted me to talk. It is the warmth of a fire. It still felt like a hand job all the way around the tip of your corn. If you were a corn checker, you'd understand. And then she started doing this thing, those bendy farts, and that was based upon me. I get it. I do. Very influential situation within my life too, and why wouldn't other people enjoy it? Do what you're good at. But I have a couple of things to say. Johnny V. Next, lay off my woman. Steven, I love you so much as a person, I'd be willing to give her up. John Brickell, keep on calling her mother. Get her off this application. You're a bitch. You don't deserve her. And Conger, I don't want you anywhere near my kids, that she said. What you've done. We know that you run away from bills, that you've hurt other people. We just don't want you. I guess the last thing I have to say is to you. You showed me the light of anal. You taught me what it was to sexually love. You showed me flexibility where no one's ever been flexible before. You've done so many things in my life you have no idea, and I'll always love you for that. And our children will live on. And I know that you'll teach them how to do bendy farts. That's the greatest gift that you can ever give a child, is a bendy fart. Oh, there's multiple. There's like no, there's not only one. It's like 3.5 if you count the Down syndrome child. Yeah, so I know you're love you. I'll always love you, Courtney. I don't care if you lose those muscles that are sucking air in the mouth. At the end of the day, don't mess with Courtney. She's a woman. You should believe all women. I'm a feminist at heart, and they have just as much right as we do. Kill your children. Stand up for what's right, women. Murder babies. Courtney gets it.
she would fart on your face and Steven would suck it in. Don't be a bitch.